Oh yeah, I'm back. This is your main man, Mr. Can You Dig It, Backwoods Mayor. And I'm back with a couple of hot ticks of these motherfucking politics. Hit that motherfucking subscribe button. Oh, look, America. Now that we done got rid of Pam Bundy, the skank from Florida, head of the Department of Justice, it's time for Cocaine Pete Hegseth. Cocaine Pete Hegseth has been charged with war crimes. Lock his motherfucking ass.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth fired the Army's top officer, Randy George, asking him to put in his retirement papers and step aside effective immediately, according to a DOD official. George is a Biden nominee who had more than a year left in his 4-year term as Army Chief of Staff. His departure comes as the Washington Post reports 2 other Army generals have been shown the door. That's according to 2 defense officials who spoke on condition of anonymity.
Oh, look, America. Cocaine Pete Hegseth has committed war crimes, blowing up shrimp boats, claiming that they are cartel, knowing that they wasn't. He killed innocent people. War crime. Put the handcuffs on him. Lock his...
Meantime, the Trump administration continues to strike alleged drug boats in the Caribbean. Just today, Secretary of War Pete Hegseth announcing a successful strike against a boat he says was involved in smuggling narcotics. Officials say 4 people died in the strike in international waters. This marks the 20th attack carried out by the U.S. against these suspected drug boats.
Oh, look, America. I am demanding that the 25th Amendment needs to be invoked to remove Donald Trump punk ass from office. He's in cognitive decline. He's rotting away. He's wearing a pamper. He's starting wars. Lock his motherfucking ass.
Oh, then Donald Trump says, for many years, the Bureau of Labor Statistics, under weak and stupid people, has been failing American businesses and policymakers. Trump says, that's why I'm appointing someone named Brett Matsumoto as the next commissioner of the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Okay, let's be very clear here. The inflation rate that was produced on Friday, surging. What was core inflation? 3.3%. And who even knows if we could rely on any of these numbers under the Trump regime anymore? You fired the prior Bureau of Labor Secretary commissioner because you didn't like the fact that accurate data was being reported by them about the failure of the regime. And the regime continues to fail. You could keep changing the seats and keep rearranging the deck of your Bureau of Labor Statistics, but the American people know what's going on right now. We know that inflation is surging. We know when you look at, you want to look at in the past 48 hours, spot gold prices crashed, like the biggest crash since like the last 40 years. You had gold crash, Bitcoin crashing. The markets were horrible on Friday. Compared to other country stock markets, America is struggling right now and is not doing anywhere near as other countries are doing right now.
Oh, look, America. Donald Trump don't give a fuck about nobody in America, only his motherfucking billionaire partners. Donald Trump said he don't have no money for Medicaid, Medicare, or any kind of social program. I know what to do with him. Put the handcuffs on him. Lock.
Because the United States can't take care of daycare. That has to be up to a state. We can't take care of daycare. We're a big country. We have 50 states. We have all these other people. We're fighting wars. We can't take care of daycare. You got to let a state take care of daycare, and they should pay for it, too. They should pay. They have to raise their taxes, but they should pay for it. And we could lower our taxes a little bit to them to make up, but it's not possible for us to take care of daycare. Medicaid, Medicare, all these individual things, they can do it on a state basis. You can't do it on a federal. We have to take care of one thing, military protection.
Sorry, Mr. Can You Dig It and Midas Touch? I got to put my 2 cents in. And I'm going to put it as nice as I can, because I don't want nobody to sit there and say that I'm making threats or any promises. Donald Trump, you already got a war going on. I am mild mentally, intellectually disabled. I get a monthly disability check every month. And you're going to sit there and stop people like me on disability and they have special needs from surviving, and that's including eating, shitting, showering, shaving, all the above things that a human being is doing on a daily basis. And you hollering about that? No money for special needs, Medicaid, daycare, and all that? You sound stupid. Military plan, protect my ass. How about that?
Look, America, this is Kristen Nomes and her cross-dressing ass husband. She's a fucking disgrace. She need to be kicked in her ass, put the handcuffs on her, lock her motherfucking ass up, her and her cross-dressing ass husband.
You've called Corey Lewandowski a special government employee. I understand what government means. I understand what employee means, okay? But I don't know what makes him special. Now, I want to give you an opportunity to answer on the record to Ms. Cam Lager-Dove's question. I know you said it's garbage, and it may be, but I really think you need to say the word no into the record so that you can clear that up.
I think the ridiculousness of this and the tabloids that you are quoting and referencing are insane. And this has been
So that's a no?
something that I've refuted for years, and I continue to do that.
So it's a
what
no.
I would tell you is
We can move on.
regards
Hold
to
on.
what you're
Madam Secretary,
doing.
we can move on. I'm not going to belabor it. If it's
This is what you do.
Hold on.
The
I'm not doing anything.
Liberal left
Okay.
is you go off and you attack conservative women and you say that we're either stupid
I haven't
or
said
we're
anything.
sluts.
All right, so listen.
And that's what you do.
Yesterday,
And I will tell
Richard,
you, sir,
yes, reclaiming
I
my
will tell
time,
you,
Mr.
sir,
Chairman.
I am
Mr. Chairman,
neither of
reclaiming my
those.
time.
I
You
am
were asked
neither
by
of
Richard
those.
Blumenthal
This is
yesterday.
from the
You were
playbook.
asked
Out of
by
the
Richard
Democratic
Blumenthal
Party.
yesterday if Corey was involved in approving contracts. You said no. Do you want to correct that?
What I would say is that he has an advisor to the Department of Homeland Security, has no
Madam Secretary,
decision-making
do you want to correct
authority.
it? Yes or no? You don't want to correct
no
it? Fine.
decision-making authority,
hold
no
on.
role in
Not a
contract.
problem. According to one of the female administrators that you fired, there is nothing, including contracts, that is brought to you that he hasn't reviewed. In fact, a significant amount of DHS internal routing documents has his signature on it above deputy secretaries. Okay, that former FEMA administrator wasn't fired by you, the secretary. He was fired by Corey. It was Corey that called him into your office. It was Corey that made him to submit to a polygraph test. The $100,000 spending rule that you created that comes to your desk, you're not even sitting at your desk. It's Corey who's sitting there. ISIS said the Republicans should be happy at the job that you're doing. Really? You're looking at the person who single-handedly took the president's signature core issue, immigration, the issue that got him elected from 59% to 39%. 200 miles of border walls being held up by you. They had to bring in Tom Homan, pull out of Minnesota. I think the country needs a national divorce from you on biblical grounds. I mean, if Donald Trump was still Apprentice Trump, he would look at you and he would realize you're the weakest cabinet member and he would fire you. And if the president said to you that only way DHS could reopen is if you resigned, I hope you would take him up on it. Now, I want to end on a happy note, Mr. Chairman, real quickly. The president gave all sorts of stuff out during the State of the Union. I don't want you to leave. I got you a new Coast Guard blankie, the one you lost. Okay, so this is for you. You don't leave empty-handed when you come to judiciary. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
The gentleman has expired. The gentleman from Missouri is recognized.
By the way, you see Kristi Noem's husband visible behind her while Congressmember Raskin was asking those questions.
Look, America, the Christian nationalists, the MAGA, and the Republicans are comparing Donald Trump to Jesus Christ himself. Those son of bitches are sick. Put the handcuffs on him. Lock his motherfucking ass up.
Jesus taught us so many lessons through his death, burial, and resurrection. He showed us great leadership. Great transformation requires great sacrifice. And Mr. President, no one has paid the price like you have paid the price. It almost cost you your life. You were betrayed and arrested and falsely accused. It's a familiar pattern that our Lord and Savior showed us. But it didn't end there for him, and it didn't end there for you. God always had a plan. On the third day, he rose, he defeated evil, he conquered death, hell, and the grave. And because he rose, we all know that we can rise. And sir, because of his resurrection, you rose up. Because he was victorious, you were victorious. And I believe that the Lord said to tell you this. Because of his victory, you will be victorious in all you put your hand to.
Look, America. Well, Cocaine Pete Hegseth has got himself in a motherfucking frenzy again. A fucking rescue mission is underway for 1 hour helicopters that got shot down. Lock Pete Hegseth.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Naja Sherman. 15 minutes ago, CBS News learned that one crew member was rescued by American forces. The search continues for the second crew member. CBS News Miami's Natalie Brand is in Washington, D.C. with the very latest.
Iran claimed Friday its forces shot down an American fighter jet over the southwestern part of the country. Two sources confirmed to CBS News a search and rescue effort is underway for a downed U.S. F-15 fighter jet, and social media video shows a refueling plane and two helicopters flying low over the area, consistent with a search and rescue mission.
It's the kind of thing you would only do in a situation where you were willing to assume extraordinary risk because your objective was so important, namely saving some lives here.
It comes as Iranian state media also said at least 8 civilians were killed and 95 others wounded when U.S. airstrikes hit a new bridge near Tehran. President Trump posted video of the strike on social media Thursday, and late last night he made another post threatening the U.S. military hasn't even started destroying what's left in Iran, saying bridges and electric power plants are next if the regime doesn't make a deal.
Y'all go ahead, hit up that like, hit up the subscribe, and hit up my comment inbox for more. If you like it, let me know. Also, you can subscribe at Midas Touch Network today. And also, you can subscribe at Mr. King Digger himself at Jamie Cosby 7271 for your first alert news.